Hi everyone, welcome to the channel In Pursuit of Life with Sabrina. As you know, if you've been a part of the channel, you know that I was in another accident and my car's in the shop. And we're waiting on the police report to get everything moving to see if the other people will be able to get me a rental car, because I didn't put that rider on my insurance because I was going to go back and add that as I checked to see if it was worth it with this company, because it seemed kind of high, and it was. And I'm not going to name the company, but it is one of the big three. I will say that. I will not be using them again. Very, very expensive for someone who has a good driver's record and everything. So, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome first time people. I was without a vehicle. I can't go to the gym and do the things I need to do um, to help my body heal and everything. And so I was going to go walking this morning. I thought I had time, and as you can see, it's raining. I was going out thinking I had about, because I should not go longer than 35 minutes, 40 minutes at the most. And it didn't show that it was going to start so soon, but I waited too late. But anyway, so that's what it's like. I wanted to just talk about what I've been doing to keep my spirits up, my emotional side lifted in my situation where I am. It's been hard because, with not being able to work, I don't have steady income rolling in. I'm always penny pinching, and thank God for family. Like, I really needed food for myself, that the way that I eat, which I rarely am able to do since I live with my mom. And just because of lack of finances, to be able to just keep to go and get what I need. And it's hard for me to ask consistently for help, especially when people know I need help. It's embarrassing to me. And I know that's something I probably should get over, but I just was not raised and just don't believe in just begging. When people know your need, they will do what they need to do when they want to, because that's the way I am. And maybe it's just because I'm a giver, but I don't know. So I just get what I can, and say something when I absolutely need to. So that means I go without a lot. But my daughter sent me money, so I was able to get groceries delivered yesterday. And it wasn't a lot, but it's a lot for me because it's enough to make like four meals that will last a while in the freezer. Because I love to cook, and I think I'm a pretty good cook. So anyway, but one of the things that I've been doing is telling myself that I'm not a burden, telling myself that this too shall pass, that just because other people may not have gotten out of this situation, I will. And so, I will heal. And I'm continuing to do research, which really helps me when I do research to find out what's really going on with me. One of the things I found out, you all, is the radiation causes lung scarring, which is called pulmonary fibrosis. And I had gone to a lung specialist, and he dismissed it. It's a very serious thing. And then, of course, later we found the bronchiectasis, which most likely can come from the lungs being strained. So it's almost like a subsequent effect. So two of these things that I've been diagnosed with are most likely a subsequent of something else. And then the atelectasis, I think is what it's called, is when, there's two types of lung collapse, partial lung collapse or lung collapse. And I have that one that I can barely pronounce. ATECLASIS, I think is the way it's spelled. But, and that's most likely caused also from the radiation. And it's not like the other type of lung collapse that you get from injury. It's usually from fluid backup or fluid buildup or mucus or something plugging the way, so your lung cannot inflate properly. So that helps to know that I really have to be careful and slow down even more, which bothers me like you would not believe. And so that's what I'm working on. But I'm staying positive by telling myself I'm not a burden. I'm staying positive by reading the Word and speaking what God says over me, and just knowing that as I cry out to Him for help, He will help. And so I'm being grateful for what I have. It says in Nehemiah, it talks about the joy of the Lord is our strength, but it also says in other things, our refuge. So having the joy of the Lord, and I've been doing some more research on it because I've done research on it before, but having the joy of the Lord is being God focused. And so, and that helps to keep depression away. And that's what I've been really working on about, keeping depression away. So, anyway, but just being joyful. My face is a little puffy this morning. I know it's from allergies. My eye is itching, and it makes sense with the rain and everything, but he takes the Zyrtec. That's another thing too. They had me switch over to Zyrtec instead of Claritin for this situation, keep the lungs clear. So anyway, it's really interesting. It's not the breast cancer that we are fighting at this time. It is the effects from the treatments. But this too shall pass. And that's all. I just wanted to update you all, and I'm going to talk about, again, what it's like to live with this stuff and how I was diagnosed in more detail. Tried to do it the other day, but it was too heavy. It was just too heavy for me, probably because of the car accident and all the other stuff going on too. But I am very grateful for God, and I'm very grateful for friends, and I'm very grateful that people even take the time to even pay attention to this channel. I mean, my desire is that we were to walk through chronic stuff together, and you can see you're not alone, and someone online on YouTube is being honest while going through the situation. So I really like this big tree that's in front of my mom's yard, and these trees are really pretty in this neighborhood. I like this neighborhood. Anyway, well, I will talk to you all later. Remember to have courage in trouble, have courage in pain. Everything we do to move forward is not done in vain. Bye. Until next time.